guys, it's Blaze.
Spooky, scary skeletons and shivers down your spine. Shrieking skulls will shock your soul, seal your doom tonight. Spooky, scary skeletons speak with such a screech. You'll shake and shudder in surprise when you hear these zombies.
First, before anything, can we just look at my nails? Can we just worship them? Because I freaking do. I think these are my favorite nails of all freaking time. Anyway, so as the title says, this is a Halloween get ready with me, where I'm going to be getting ready, so you're going to do it with me. If you guys have been with me, you will know that since 2012, all my Halloween costumes have been something related to Edgar Allan Poe, except for 2013. I went as Grey Wind from Game of Thrones, because they had just killed his character off, and I was very, very sad about it. But every other year I've done something Edgar Allan Poe related. I could put in pictures here, whatnot. But this year I am doing probably one of my, if not my favorite character from an Edgar Allan Poe work, and that is the lovely Lady Lygia. I will go into little notes here and there of basically some of the stuff about it, but there's been like 3 or 4 films made over the years. My favorite being The Tomb. If you have Amazon Prime, you can actually watch it on Amazon Prime. I've watched it like a billion times since like 2012, something like that. And Lygia is played by the beautiful Sofia Skia. I don't know how to pronounce her name, but she's a Russian ballerina and I freaking love her. She did an amazing job. So what I'm going to be doing is taking illustrations and descriptions from the original story about how she appeared, looks-wise, description of the way she physically looked, and I'm going to mix it with the Tomb version and put those together and make a nice Halloween costume. I'm already dressed for it because she's a goth chick, so okay, enough chit chat. We are going to start by priming our face with the Juno & Co. Moonshine Miracle Cream. I did a review on this if you want to go and check it out. As you can see, I've been using it. I absolutely love this stuff. So we're going to use that to prime and prep the face, and a little bit of it goes a real long way. So use my code down below, get 10% off. I'm going to be doing a massive, it's probably going to be my next video, a massive first impression of new Juno products. So get ready for that. Okay, so before I put on my foundation, I a few weeks ago was contacted by a company called Instylish. I will link their website below. Basically, they sell a lot of different makeup sponges, beauty sponges that are supposed to be really good, and they're quite affordable. They have a couple other things on their site, but not much yet. I believe they're kind of brand newish. Not totally sure about that, but they asked me if I wanted to review one of their sponge sets, and I was like, sure. And they gave me a code for you guys. It's Blaze, one word. All together, it's Blaze, for 10% off if you guys want to go ahead and get yourself some sponges. So I'm going to be reviewing that as well. I picked the, what's that? I forget, but I'll put it in this video. But it comes with 2 sponges. These are like incredibly soft, and they have Instylish embossed in it. How freaking cool is that? So this one has like a big flat surface, and then on the other side a smaller one. This one I preferred is just the teardrop with the flat surface, and you see how it says Insta. I think that's incredibly cool. So I will give you my full, honest opinion about these sponges. So let's talk a little bit about the lovely Lady Lygia while we do this. In the story, and there's so much to the story, so I will link it down below if I can find it online. It's so cool and very interesting. I actually prefer listening to the audiobooks because I have a learning disability, so. Anyway, in the story, the narrator They never say his name. He never says his name whatsoever. Starts out the story basically what the hell? My camera wants to focus on Edgar, keeps focusing on Edgar, but holy crap. This and it grew. I wet this. This grew a lot. Wow. Okay. 5 wicked little devils. Anyway, so the narrator opens up the story basically saying, sorry for my camera doing that light thing again. I don't know what to do about it. He opens the story basically saying, I don't know how I met the lovely lady Lygia, but like, I'm in love with her and I'm married to her. but he has no recollection of how he even met her or who she really even is. She's just this very, very dark, gothy, beautiful girl or woman who was very thin, had long, raven, curly hair, and that's pretty much all the description we're really given about her in the story, looks-wise. And she gets very, very, she's like a very secretive woman. She's always like away from her husband doing things that he has no idea what she's doing, but she's doing them. I'm so not explaining this properly. I'm not good at explaining things like this. But basically she falls ill, and the narrator, her husband, the man, sits by her bed and she dies. And he wasn't happy. He felt like he was being pulled in by her. My friend Harrison is sending me a Snapchat. Harrison, I'm freaking busy. Basically, the narrator feels like he's hypnotized by her, and that's because he is. She mixes science with magic to live on eternally. She never wants to die. So she basically does soul jumping. She'll get her, it'll be her soul and jump into a body. So anyway, the narrator eventually moves on and marries a woman with my favorite name in the entire world, and if I ever do have a child, a daughter, her name will be Rowena. And he marries her, but makes it very clear that he is not in love with her like he was with Lygia. Like, it was just kind of because he felt like he had to marry someone. With Lygia in the story, it takes place in Germany, but in the movie, it takes place in Russia. But he moves to England to marry Rowena. And she's like the exact opposite of what Lygia looked like. She was blonde, very, very seductive, pretty figure. You know, she was just a normal looking girl, very, very pretty girl. But he made it very, very clear that he did not love her, and he was just missing Lygia so much, and he like knew nothing about her. So he thought that, you know, it was strange, but whatever. These sponges get 5 wicked little devils. Definitely, if you are looking for some good, I mean, they are bouncy, they are silky soft. I mean, these are possibly my new go-tos, because this is insane. So it's BLAIZE, code 10% off. Get some sponges from Instylish.com, and thank you to Instylish for reaching out and helping me with these sponges. Oh, by the way, I use the number 7 Beautifully Matte Foundation in Calico, my favorite foundation. Anyway, so I'll try to speed this up. Rowena winds up falling ill herself very early on into marriage. I think like 3 months or something. She gets sick very, very fast. And the narrator sits by her bed and waits on her and just kind of is trying to take care of her and everything. And eventually she dies. and he sat by her bed for a few days after she died, just kind of crying because he was just like, why does this keep happening to me? And on the 4th day of Christmas, no, on the 4th day, he noticed that he heard breathing, and he was still sitting by her bed at this time. Oh, I'm using the CoverGirl True Blend Undercover Concealer in Fair Porcelain. So he hears breathing and he starts freaking out. He's like, what the hell? And he looks and Rowena is alive. But he slowly starts to see that she slowly starts changing physically. She became very thin. And I forgot to say, like, when Ligeia was sick, she was very emaciated because she was very skinny to begin with, and her illness, whatever it is, makes her much skinnier. So he noticed that she became much skinnier, that she was growing off the bed, like she became really tall, and her hair started to turn black. And then soon he realized that it was Ligeia, that she had soul jumped from her dead body to Rowena's body, and then killed off Rowena and made Rowena's body her own. That's basically the story. Taking the AOA Studio Perfect Setting Powder in Soft Light. So that's basically it, and I connect with Ligeia on a point where it's like using magic and science both, because you guys know, if you've been with me, that I am a practicing witch. No, I do not worship Satan. I don't even believe in Satan. So there's that. But she mixes witchcraft with science, and that's kind of what I do, and that's my kind of beliefs. I believe fully in what science has to teach us, but I also believe that there are certain things with science that can't really be explained, and I've seen that and witnessed that. So I love her so much. And in The Tomb, the movie that I'm basing this look off of, right here, this is the movie. No, that's a picture of the movie. Where was I going with this? I'm not going to say too much about the movie, because if some of you guys decide you want to watch it, I don't want to spoil it for you guys. But it also stars and was co-produced by the beautiful Wes Bentley, who... AOA Studio Perfect Pressed Powder in Porcelain. Going to set the rest of my face. Yeah, I absolutely love the character of Ligeia. She's probably my favorite character of any Edgar Allan Poe work. I think there's so much to her, and I think that there should be, like, movies aren't enough to share with what kind of person she actually is. I think there needs to be like a mini series about this story, because there's just so much that you can't really fit in a movie that's an hour and a half long. Some of the movies are short movies, like 15 minutes. Those were in like the 30s and stuff like that. So there is, like I said, a few, but if I had to recommend any, it would be The Tomb, I think. Even though it's very corny, it's seductive, it's different, and it really puts a modern spin on the story. And they change a few of the details, of course, like Wes's character, who's supposed to be the narrator, he has a name, and he was with Rowena first and loved her and everything. I'm not going to get into all of it, but they did a pretty good job modernizing it, is what I'm trying to say. So here is an illustration of what Ligeia is supposed to supposedly look like from the short story itself. See, she's like very thin and emaciated and has long black curly hair. The hair I am sticking with. Pretty much everything else is going to be Sophia's character of hers. So I have a few reference photos I can put up here. And I took a poll earlier today asking, because in the movie she has two lip looks. She has a nude lip and like this vampy red, like dark look. And I didn't know which one I wanted to do. So I asked you guys on my Facebook page and on Instagram which one you would like to do. Everybody except one person on my Facebook page said they wanted to see the vampy red, and then on my poll on Instagram, the nude, it was 20% and vamp red was 80%. So we're gonna go for the vamp red darker look. Oh, she's just so gorgeous. I love her so freaking much. I'm gonna go do my eyebrows and then we'll go on to the eyes. All right, looks horrible. So one of my new favorite palettes, I've been wearing pretty much only this, is the Violet Voss Essentials palette that my friend Brittany got for me in our Saw Wayne gift swap. I freaking love the colors in this, and they're so pigmented, and there's a lot of looks you can do. So I'm going to be taking some colors out of this and putting them on my face. Let's start off with Sand right here as a transition color right there. The only down part about the palette is there's a lot of kickback and some fallout, and I'm going to be using black, so hopefully that does not mess up my makeup, because I know people put their eyeshadow on before their foundation and everything like that. I can never be that kind of person. I just can't. I can't do that. I've tried it and I'm like, that's just calling out for trouble. Now I'm going to take the color Dusty Rose right here, and I'm going to put that in my crease as well on top of that. Just going to take this Santi Matte Eyes eyeshadow stick, cream eyeshadow stick in black as a base for that, because we're doing a black smoky eye. So how was everybody's Halloween? What did you guys do? Let me know down in the comments. What did you guys dress up as anything? If so, please tag me in photos or send me photos. I want to see what you guys dressed up as. So let me know. Just gonna blend it out with a packer brush. For me, it was another successful year of 31 Days of Horror. Had so much fun, watched a bunch of new films this year, some that were really good and some that were really awful. If I had to recommend one that I watched that was new, and I believe is the best horror movie of 2019, hands down, was Midsummer. Holy crap, was that a good movie. I mean, damn, that was just such a good movie. Now we're gonna pray for no fallout while we use black. So did you guys watch any horror movies? If so, which ones would you recommend? Which ones did you watch? Which ones did you absolutely hate? I like to know those kinds of things because, as you guys know, I'm a horror movie whore. And I like to know everybody else's opinions on things. I'm gonna blend into the crease with the black a little bit. I just want to pack on the black where we put the black cream stick. So that'll set everything and make it darker. One of the things I learned this year with horror movies is I love Netflix. I do. I enjoy some of their series, actually, especially Mindhunter. But overall, Netflix movies, aren't good. It's not like they're terrible, but they're just extremely predictable and very cliche. So sometimes I don't mind cliche, but they're just not that great. I watched, I think, 4 Netflix thriller and horror movies for 31 Days of Horror, and I enjoyed like one of them, which was 1922. So that was more of a thriller than a thriller drama than a horror movie, but that was pretty much the only one that I kind of enjoyed. Gonna tightly do just a little bit of black on my lower lash line, like so. Oh, this brings me back to high school years. The raccoon eyes. Wasn't a phase, I still love this freaking look. So I'm looking at her gorgeous skin, and it seems like she's wearing a tiny bit of blush, not a lot, just a little bit. And it doesn't look like she contoured a whole lot. She's supposed to be like this pale beauty. So I'm gonna do just a little bit of blush, I guess. She's also not wearing highlighter, but I think I'm gonna do just a little bit of that. Yeah, I think we're gonna do a little bit of that. Okay, now time for lips. I'm taking from the Black Heart Skull collection. This, it says it's a matte lip stain, but it really isn't. It's just a matte liquid lipstick. So, and I thought that this would be a very nice color to go along with it. My lips are so chapped right now. It's not even funny. Yeah, I guess that's kind of right, almost. It's as right as we're gonna get. She does, in the movie, have a little tiny beauty mark, I think right here, or on this side. On this side, I think. So let's do that. Then there's this symbol that she writes on her victims and is on like her equipment and stuff like that. Kind of reminds me of the Lords of Salem, kind of. But I want to do that, I think, underneath this eye, just a little one, and then one big one on my hand, because I think that would look really cool. So let's try this out. That's actually kind of cute. I really kind of like that. This one didn't come out as well, I don't think, but I think that's actually kind of cool. So I do have a wig for this. I don't know if I can find it again. You guys remember, if you guys have been with me, I used to only wear wigs for like 2 years almost. Actually, yeah, like 2 years on my channel. I would only wear wigs. I find them on eBay and Amazon for super cheap for pretty good quality wigs. Came with a wig cap. I have like 18 wig caps, but I'm too lazy to get up and do them. So this is the wig we got. It is like darkest brown black, kind of. Can you get off of me, netting, please? It does have bangs, which she doesn't have, but oh well. It's still really, really pretty and gorgeous and silky, and it's curly like in the short story. So let's put this on. This looks super pretty. I'm really, really happy with this. I just wish the bangs weren't there. I might take the clip out, I'm not sure. But overall, this is it. This is the look. She does wear this like ankh kind of cross in the movie. And I do have an ankh and I have several crosses. But she also has a snake, double snake tattoo with them in a circle, and that's a symbol like in her family home as well. And I have a double snake pendant right here, which I thought would actually be more appropriate. So I also, because in the movie her favorite thing is absinthe, and that's how she gets her mans to fall in love with her. Besides her magic, she also uses absinthe, so drink up. I felt like this was a really long video, but thank you guys so much for getting ready with me for Halloween, even though it's like pitch black out. What time is it? It's 8:12 p.m. and I'm just getting dressed now, but you know what? I'm an adult, okay? I can do adult things. I hope you guys had a wonderful Halloween. If you like these kinds of videos, give me a big ol' thumbs up and I will do more get ready with me's in the future. I'm going to actually be doing one on my next one, but that's because I'm going to be reviewing Juno & Co products. So don't forget to follow me on all my social medias. They're always linked down below. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and turn that bell notification on so you are notified whenever I upload a video. By the way, this is not absinthe. I took an old eyeshadow palette and took the green out of it and just mixed it with water. So I just want you guys to know that I don't drink alcohol. So anyway, I love you guys so much, and I will see you guys very, very soon. And until next time, my beautiful ones, stay wicked.
Going in for the kill.